Let's take a look at what happened yesterday with Tesla. So we closed at 431.66, down $22.47. That's almost 5% down. Let's take a look at what this means on the chart. We are still into our bullish channel. This is the channel right here. We stopped the right smack on it, basically. So, nothing is lost on the daily chart. On the daily chart, everything is still good. Yes, we are coming down. We have been coming down for the past 2 days after a big move up. We had a big move up on December 24th. Right now, this is the slope of descent. This is our slope of descent. And the stock is going to have to decide if it bounces on this support right here or just continues through. If it continues through, we still have support at 415, which was our all-time high that lasted for 3 years. So we still have that support. So we'll see what happens. If we take a look at the 1-hour chart, on the 1-hour chart, we had a nice buy signal on the 1-hour chart on December 24th at 9:30. Lasted for 2 good days, but the signal is gone. The stop loss has been triggered because we came back below 447.30. This happens. So now this move up that we had on the 1-hour chart makes our horizontal resistance at 467.13 even stronger. It made it even stronger because it caused us to come back. Last time we had it, it was mainly used as support because we went through it quite easily on December 17th. Now we can really consider it an important support. We are adjusting to what the market is telling us. So next time, if we break back 447.30, I won't consider this a buy signal anymore. We are going to have to wait for 467 because this is what the market is telling us. No stochastic on the 1-hour chart, and all of the indicators are bearish a little bit because of the move down. Basically, we are going sideways. On the 1-hour chart, we are going sideways. We are into a congestion zone between 415.47 and 467.13. As I said, on the daily chart, things are not that bad. We are still above 415, and the stock is going to have to make a decision. And in terms of indicators on the daily chart, we still have stochastic. We have MACD that crossed over bearish. So that happens when a stock stabilizes a little bit. So this is happening, but everything else is still pretty good. Let's take a look at the VIX and to understand what happened on Friday. So the VIX went quite high, quite fast. So on Friday, first hour of the day, even after the opening, VIX climbed up to 1846. Climbed of 3, went to 1848. This is what sent pretty much the whole stock market into a frenzy. But it cooled down during the day a little bit. Let's take a look at the bonds. So the bonds are climbing, and this is what we are hearing right now. If you are listening to MSNBC and all those finance channels, everybody is now concerned about the bonds. The bonds are climbing, and when the bonds are climbing, people are less enticed to invest into the stock market. This is causing a concern. So we have been following this. And the 10-year bonds was falling. It was trending down since October of last year. It was down, and in November it caved into this downward resistance. But this time, mid-December, it did not cave in. It just went through it after waiting for a couple of days. This is what is happening right now. You are going to be hearing about this. This is a concern, and the VIX climbing quite fast on Friday. This is also a concern. So you need to take that into consideration. Maybe invest a little bit less than what you would usually do because of this uncertainty that we see. If we now take a look at how Dow Jones has reacted. So Dow Jones still does not have stochastic over 60. It's still into a bullish channel. So we've seen that. So theoretically, it's still bullish from that channel point of view, but from a movement, momentum point of view, stochastic over 60 is not what we get. We are not getting that yet. We had set a resistance at 43,339, and we could not break it. Last Thursday, we went right smack to it, and on Friday, we are caving into it. Dow Jones is pretty interesting because Dow Jones has been falling for a good 2 weeks pretty constantly. This is interesting that Dow Jones has not really recovered from that yet with no stochastic. And when we take a look at S&P 500, we had stochastic briefly, but now we just lost it. We are still bullish in terms of this bullish channel is still bullish, and this one is also bullish. So we cannot complain too much right now, but we cannot help but see that temporarily, short term, we are into a downward trend. This is a small downward trend. So this is going to have to be resolved soon, because this is what we are going to watch. Are we going to bounce on it, or are we going to go through it and continue? So that's the big question. If we continue here, this is all good. If it continues like this, this is less good. Take a look at Nasdaq. So Nasdaq still hanging on to its bullish channel, lost that small resistance, lost that small support. But right now it's still bouncing, not too bad, but things are going to get resolved very soon to see if those supports hold or not. And if we take a look at the market, this was last Friday. This was last Friday. So things were not doing too good on Friday. Look at this, lots of red. The next few days are going to be very important to watch. So I'm going to give it 2-3 days at the most before we are starting to see some resolution. And of course, Tesla is going to be announcing its deliveries and production numbers very soon at the beginning of January. So maybe January 2nd or something like that. This could help people make a decision whether we continue on this bullish channel right here, or we continue into this bearish channel right here also. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great weekend. We are going to talk on Monday, unless you are a member, in which case we are also going to talk on Sunday, where I do a Tesla Weekly Live for my community members. So have a great weekend, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.